guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So before I unbox this package, I do want to give a huge thank you to Makartt for sponsoring today's video. I'm super excited. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So they sent me this huge box and it contains two smaller boxes. I'm going to start off with the one that says Makartt just because I took a peek already inside and I already know what's in it, and I just want to start with this one first. They did send me some polygels, some gel polishes, and just some stuff that's hot right now on the website. So they did include an insert card and a little message for me. Then also in this little baggie here, it has some gel polishes. I'm going to show you one by one what they look like. I also will be swatching them later, but for now I am just going to be taking them out and showing you guys the names of them and just everything like that. The last item in this box is their soil cuticle oil. I'm so happy they included this because I honestly love this cuticle oil so much. Also we have some little gems. These are so pretty. They remind me of like little glass stones, and they are so beautiful in person. So here are the two polygels that they sent me, and they also sent me some powders. I'm so excited because I always love getting powders from Makartt. I just love their 2-in-1 dip powders and acrylic powders. So they did send me a dip powder called Darling in Red. And also they sent me two all-in-one powders. You can use these as acrylic or dip powder, whichever one you prefer. And they are in 2-ounce jars. So we have a Champagne Club and also Famous Friends. I do believe these are a part of their like reflective disco gel powder collection. Don't quote me though, I do believe they are. So getting into the polygels, I did want to show you this one. It's called Dance Again. I also think this one is a part of their reflective disco gel polygel collection. And I already have this one, so I may save this one and include it in my giveaway, so I'm not going to open it. The next polygel we have, I don't think I have this one, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but I do believe it's pronounced 𝚙𝚚𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘, I'm not sure. And it comes in a 50 ml tube, so you get a lot of product. So the next item, I was going to open this and show you what it looked like, but I may include the dip powder in my giveaway too, since I'm not really a fan of the dip powders, which is why I go for the all-in-one 2-in-1. That way I can use them as acrylics and dip powders just whenever I want to practice. So for the 1-ounce jar of dip powder, I am going to be including that in my giveaway. But this is what the champagne powder looks like. It's super sparkly and I just love the color of this one. And also here is the red, and once again this one is called Famous Friends. I think this one was my favorite. Like, it's just so pretty, and I hate that my camera does it justice. Like, it's just so pretty in person. Then also here are these rhinestones. I'm not sure what they are called, but they look like diamond studs. They're like glass stones, and I really love them. I don't think I have anything like this, so I'm so glad that they sent this over to me. And so here is a closer look of them. At first I did think they were like the pointed backs, but they are the flat backs, which I really do appreciate, because when you are applying the flat ones, it just makes it so much easier to apply. They stay in place. And with the pointed back ones, you will need to apply them with polygel just so that they stay in place until you cure. So moving on to the gel polishes, I'm going to show you what they look like inside the bottle. One thing I really do appreciate about Makartt's gel polishes is that they are so pigmented. They are super bright. Like, just look at this red one here. Like, it's just so perfect. Like, you can't ask for a better red. If you're looking for that perfect red polish to do candy cane nail art this holiday season, this is definitely the one that you need. And it's also just very thick and creamy. Like, it's just so smooth. Here is the last color that they sent over to me. It's so pretty. Although in person it does look a little bit more pinkish, but on camera it kind of looks more like a pinkish reddish. It's still pretty either way. And then I just went ahead and swatched them off camera, and this is only one coat and cured in the light for 30 seconds. Like, these are just perfect as is. You don't need to do more than one coat unless that's what you want. Like, as you can see, there's no streaking, there's no like imperfections. It's just so smooth. Then here is the one polygel that I swatched, and also the 2-in-1 powders. So pretty. Like I said, they are reflective, so they do like reflect so pretty. So here I'm just trying to turn off all of my lights and only use the flash, just so that you can see how they look, and they are so sparkly. My camera kind of makes it look a little bit washed out a little bit, but like in person, as always, it's so perfect. It's so sparkly, and it's just the perfect amount of glitter, especially for this holiday season like Christmas. I feel like these are two perfect ones that you can get as a Christmas gift or just treating yourself, because Makartt's entire website is 45% off this Black Friday. I'm super excited. Such amazing deals for you guys. And not only that, with this 45% off, you also can use my ambassador discount code, which is always linked down below in the description box. So with that additional code, you can save a total of 60% off the entire Makartt's website, and that is just super amazing. Such amazing deals on this Black Friday, and I just advise you guys to just go ahead, click the link down below, because there are limited supplies for the hot items on the website, so go grab it fast before it sells out. And remember to use my ambassador discount code to save you an additional 15% off, which brings you to a total of 60% off the entire website. And I did just want to mention, you don't have to manually type in my discount code. I will leave my referral link down below, so once you click that link, it takes you directly to the Makartt website with my discount code already applied, plus the 45% off the website. But getting back into this next package I am unboxing, they did send me over their 𝚙𝚘𝚘𝚘 professional nail drill, and I'm already kind of halfway through this unboxing, but it did come with a user manual which tells you everything that you need to know about the drill. It also came with a few different drill bits for cuticle prep and also filing and debulking the nails, which are necessities when it comes to nail drills. Just a few accessory pieces where you can clamp onto the drill itself and also just set it on your nail disc. And then also this is the hand piece. It's so pretty. It looks more of like a pinkish rose gold color in person. I love it. It's super sleek, and then it also has Makartt written on the side of it. So after I did unbox all of that, I'm getting back to the nail drill itself. So I absolutely love this. This is actually one of the things I actually wanted from Makartt for the longest time, so I'm so happy that they sent this over to me. I'm gonna consider this an early Christmas present from Makartt, because honestly I've been wanting this for the longest time. So thank you so much, Makartt, for sending this over to me. I really appreciate it. But just taking a look at the top of it, so everything at the top is honestly just straightforward, which I absolutely love. I don't like when things are too complicated. So on the far left we have the on and off switch, which you turn the knob to increase or decrease the RPMs. And then right in the middle we have the reverse and forward switch, which you just turn to whichever direction you want the drill to go in. And then lastly on the far right we have where you plug in the handpiece, just like I just showed there. Super simple. Then over on the side here it has a little indent where you can clip on the little thing. I think I'm going to show it like once I finish. But also on the side above that we have where you put in the charger piece, and that is how you charge up the nail drill. And this 𝚙𝚘𝚘𝚘 nail drill is rechargeable, so it doesn't need to be plugged up every time you use it, which I really love. It saves a lot of space because I don't like all of the cords in the way. And to make this even better, I love how it has a huge LED screen which shows you exactly like what RPMs it is, the battery percentage, and also the forward and reverse. So I did just kind of switch back and forth so that you guys can see it change, with the R on the top for reverse and then the F on the bottom for the forward direction. And here I'm just turning it up and down so that you guys can see the numbers change. So yeah, I absolutely love this drill so far, and this definitely rechargeable drill with Makartt's polygel is the perfect duo and perfect gift for anyone during the holiday season. So again, this is the perfect time to go ahead and stock up on Makartt's products. They are super high quality, and honestly I just love them so much. I started off using Makartt's product. I think my first polygel kit I ever used was from Makartt, so I absolutely love them. I've been using them from the beginning, and I love them every second in between. So once again, the entire Makartt's website will be 45% off this Black Friday, and you can use my ambassador discount code, which will save you an additional 15% off. All you have to do is just click the referral link, which will be down in the description box below, which brings you to a total of 60% off the entire website. So here I'm just showing you a few of the other Makartt's products that I have. I didn't end up using anything that I unboxed. I really wanted to use that reflective red powder, which was called Famous Friends, but I couldn't really think of anything I wanted to do, or I just couldn't think of anything fast enough because this video needed to be done at a certain time. So I just went with something else that I just wanted to do using other Makartt products, and plus it was already getting late, so I just wanted to do something really easy and that didn't take too much time. And once again, everything that I showed you will be included in the 45% off this Black Friday. So I've been wanting to do that cracked ice effect, and I thought this was the perfect time to do it. So I'm taking these 3XL full cover nail tips, and I just applied some base coat from Makartt inside the tip. And as you can see, I'm just using some plastic. I do feel like saran wrap works the best just because it's easier to like manipulate and it's kind of softer. I didn't have any, so I just went with like some plastic I got from inside the house. And I'm just taking like the other end of my cuticle pusher and just kind of pushing it around, just kind of swirling it, just making some grooves in there. And then once I think it's good enough, I'm gonna flash cure with my little flashy light. And this is how it looks. The paper should be easy to pull up, nothing should be too stuck to it. And so this is what it looks like. I do feel like the cracked ice effect wasn't far up enough, so I'm just gonna take more of that base coat and I'm just gonna put it a little bit above where the existing cracked ice is, and I'm just gonna be doing the same thing, pushing it around. Also, you can check like the top of it just to make sure that it's going in the direction you want. And then once you feel satisfied, just go ahead and flash cure it. And this is how my first one looks. I'm not too sure if I like it or not. It kind of looks messy, but since it is the cracked ice effect, that's kind of the look that you want, and all of them is not going to be the same. So I just went ahead and went with it. So I did decide to use a 2-in-1 powder that I already had from Makartt, and I believe this one is the one called Pink Gold. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm just gonna take really small beads and just ombre it down from the cuticle area. This is one of my favorite powders from Makartt. This is available in the 1-ounce jar and also the 2-ounce jar. It's so pretty. It's the perfect pink that you need, although I do feel like it works better if you are applying it on top of a nail tip instead of like the inside of the nail how I'm doing here. And also if you work with bigger beads, because I did find that using smaller beads, it was kind of marbling just a little bit, but it's nothing that you can't fix without another bead on it. So once I did that, this is how it looks. And I wasn't too happy about how the ombre looks on top of the cracked ice effect. It just wasn't neatly blending how I wanted it to, so I just went ahead and popped that off before it completely dried. And I think it was because since I did the cracked ice effect first, it wasn't able to like blend down as neatly as it should. So I'm just going back in with my peel off base and a layer of base coat, curing that as my peel off method. So I got a brand new tip, and off camera I did try to reverse the ways that I did it. So instead of doing the cracked ice first, I went ahead and applied it to my nails using that pink acrylic powder. That way I could do the ombre first, so when I apply it to my nail it's already neat and I didn't need to try to cover up that cracked ice effect, if that makes sense. So just like I did the first part, I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm just picking up a small bead of this acrylic and I'm just going to be placing it right at the cuticle area of that nail tip. And just a tip, when you are looking for good quality products, when you pick up a bead, you want to make sure that the acrylic bead polymerizes. If it doesn't polymerize, it will not be smooth. It's just going to stay that chalky consistency. So just a tip for beginners, if you are looking for a product that is good quality and you want to make sure that it is smooth, just pick up a bead of polygel. It doesn't matter the monomer. Well, it shouldn't matter the monomer. And if your bead of acrylic polymerizes, then that means that it's a good product to use. But if it stays that like dry, spiky consistency, most likely it's gonna be very chalky and it's not gonna be easy to apply, at least not for beginners. And the reason I wanted to mention that is because when I picked up the bead of the Makartt acrylic powder, it polymerizes. It did take a few seconds longer than usual, but as long as it polymerizes, that means it is a good product to use. And honestly, I would recommend these Makartt ones because they are so smooth and very easy to apply. And I do think they are very beginner friendly. But yeah, I am just working this down, trying to create my ombre. I don't want it to go super low. I mostly want it to stay more of like where my natural nail bed is. It did kind of go a little bit down below, but that is okay. So once I get that on, I do hold it there for a few seconds, wait till it dries. I haven't mentioned yet, but this is the lazy girl method, and the key to applying full cover nail tips with acrylic is just to make sure that the bead is not super dry, because if it's too dry, it will not dry to your nail bed. So just the key to getting the proper adhesion is just make sure that the bead is still a little wet and then allow it to dry to your nails. But once I had it on my nail, I am just applying more of that base coat, just repeating that same step, crinkling up that plastic with my cuticle pusher, and then once I'm satisfied, I am just gonna flash cure it with my flashy light, turning it over just to make sure I like it. I think this is super easy. I feel like on your first try it may not be perfect or how you like. I do think I tried this last year, but I haven't really tried it too much. I actually think this is my second time in total trying this cracked ice effect, so I'm gonna say it turned out decent, although I do think it could be better, but I am still working on it. So that's all I'm gonna be doing for my application. I'm gonna speed up the rest of the process just a little bit just because I already explained it and it's super repetitive. Let me know if you have tried this cracked ice effect and how easy it was for you doing it. Also, like, once I was on my last nail, which was my thumb, I did it off camera. I thought maybe I should have used polygel, that way it would have been like easier to like move, because using the base coat it was kind of too slippery. It moved a little bit too much since it is a little bit thinner. And since the polygel is a lot thicker, maybe it would have held its place a lot better. I'm not really sure, but once I got on my last nail, I actually thought about it. So I didn't get to try it, but if I do try this again, I will be trying it with polygel instead. But like I said, that's all I'm going to be doing. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this play out. If you are still watching, I do want to say thank you so much for sticking with me to this part in the video. Make sure that you do like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And if you are new, leave a comment that's saying I'm new, that way I can personally welcome you to the channel. So once I finish all of my nails, this is what the nails look like so far. I don't know how I like it yet. Like, I'm always so indecisive and I just always want my nails to be perfect, so I wasn't really sure how I was feeling these, but since it was already getting late, I just went ahead and went with it. But yeah, I don't think they look bad at all. I think it was just because I was so frustrated trying to figure out what to do and everything. So now I'm going to be taking my Makartt hand file and I'm just going to be filing off the sides to remove like that extra base coat from me doing the cracked ice effect. And then I'm also going to be filing the free edge as well, just so that I can have that nice and crispy look and shape. But before I did start filing these, I applied a top coat off camera and I cured underneath my nail, just so that if I have any dust from like me filing gets underneath, it won't be like super sticky and it won't mess up the cracked ice effect or look foggy. So when I go to wipe it away, it'll just easily be removed, since we do have a lot of like dips and grooves from the cracked ice effect. And then once I'm finished filing the sides of the nails, I do make sure to go in with a lint-free wipe and some alcohol and just remove all of that dust. And once I remove all of that dust, I am just going to be taking my new Makartt Stephanie professional rechargeable nail drill, and I'm going to be taking the mandrel drill bit from this case of drill bits, and also I'm going to be taking the first one. It looks more of like a 100 grit, which is for the natural nails. And I love how these sanding bands are black. The ones I have are brown, but I really love the black ones. I do want to get some pink ones as well. The pink ones are so pretty. But I'm just going to be inserting this into my drill. And also, I didn't mention, but it also has like the lock and unlock effect where you can lock the drill bit in place so that way it doesn't move. I'm going to be taking this sanding band and just going around my cuticles. I didn't have much spillage when applying these, but I do just want to go ahead and make sure that it looks nice and clean, flush to my cuticles, and just make it look a little bit more natural and professional. I advise you do not skip this step when you are applying nails. No matter which way you do, always go around the cuticle area so that it looks very seamless, neat, and professional. And when I was using this drill, I do want to say it works so good. Like, I'm not just saying that because this video is sponsored. Like, I was actually telling my sister, because she was in here with me, I was like, for some reason, like, it just feels so lightweight and it just feels like it's working so effortlessly. Like, I don't know, I can't explain it, but I really do love this nail drill. And if you are looking for a good quality one, I do feel like this one would be so perfect. Keep in mind, you can get a total of 60% off for the Makartt Black Friday sale. But yeah, I love this. And for this video, I am just going around the cuticle area, so I'm not really using it as much. But for my next video, I do plan to do another video using Makartt's products to promote their Black Friday sale. Just because since I feel like this video was a little bit rushed, I didn't have a chance to do what I actually wanted, and it was getting late, which I already explained. But yeah, I will be doing another video using Makartt's products, and I will be using it to debulk the nails and everything, just so that I can see how it performs even more at different tasks. So once I am done with all of the filing, I'm taking my rose dust brush and I'm just dusting away all of the dust, and here's what the nails look like. So just looking at it here, I still wasn't too happy about how the ombre looked. So what I did off camera, I've already tried it to my pinky nails, so you can kind of see like a difference. The pinky ombre, it looks a lot smoother. So I'm just going to be taking small beads of this pink gold acrylic powder that I use for the application of these, and I'm just gonna try to keep this super thin, and I'm just gonna try to perfect that ombre just so that it looks a little bit neater. And the reason I wanted to keep it very thin is because I didn't want to have to encapsulate anything or file anymore. So I just wanted to smooth it down and ombre it so it looks a little bit better without having to do a lot of work. And honestly, I think it did work. Like, you can compare the ombre that I just did, compare it to the middle finger. It just looks like super marbly, like right around where the cracked ice effect meets the ombre. So I just wanted to make that look a little bit better, and I did think this helped a lot. And since this powder is super smooth, I didn't have to do any more filing, which I was super happy about. And yeah, I just did that for all of the nails. And once I did all of my nails, this is what it looks like. It did make me feel a little bit better about how this nail set was going to turn out. It's not really a huge difference, but in my opinion, it does make it look a little bit better. And I didn't want to make this video super long. I actually wanted it to be like around 25 minutes, but you know, I did have to add some nail art in here. So this is that pink color I picked out, and I feel like it matches that color so perfectly. This pink gel polish from Makartt is called Sprinkles, and I did just put some on my nail palette here. And for the design, I did just want to do something like Christmassy theme that matched with it. So I'm going to be doing like some little lines to imitate a candy cane, but I'm not going to go all the way down the nail. Of course, I still want the cracked ice effect to show. And then on my ring finger, I'm just going to do a huge snowflake right in the center. And for my middle finger, I do believe I'm going to do like lines to imitate a plaid, or in this case, like a Christmas present. Then on my index, I am just going to redo the lines I did for my pinky in the opposite direction to imitate that candy cane as well. And I'm just going to let this part play out. I did speed it up just a little bit so it wouldn't take too much time. And I really hope you guys are enjoying the video. So once I was done with that, I was looking at the nails and felt like it needed a little bit more. So I'm going to be taking these rhinestones that they sent to me, and I had to refer back to the Makartt website. I wasn't sure what to call these. For some reason on the website, I don't see them. Maybe I'm just looking over them, so I don't really know what to specifically call these for you guys to find on the website. But I'm just going to be taking them and just placing some at the tips of my nail on my index. They're going to be sort of the same on every nail except for my middle finger. I'm going to be following one of the lines and you'll see exactly what I do. So this part doesn't need much explaining. I'm just going to let you guys watch this play out. Then I'll be back to show you guys what the finished set looks like. So this cuticle oil is definitely one of my favorites from Makartt. This is their soil cuticle oil. I love it because it comes with a brush applicator, which you can control how much oil you put on the nails. I don't like to feel oily, so I really love that. Once I rub them in, this is how the finished nails look, and I really love how I placed the rhinestones on the tip of them. I really do think they were a good addition to add into this, since I really did like the glass effect of these nails. I feel like that's honestly my favorite part of everything. I just really love how that looks. And I think the overall set turned out pretty good. I do think my application had a lot to do with me not really liking it. And once again, I did feel kind of rushed. So this is what I created in that little bit of time I did have. And this is actually the first time where I've done a nail set. I've edited the video and did a voiceover all in the same day. So this is definitely a lot for me. I still do think these nails turned out really pretty, especially like the whole concept of them. I believe if I did them with some nail tips, they would have turned out a lot better. But either way, I still do like them. And I really did enjoy creating today's video for you guys. But just a reminder, this Black Friday at Makartt, their entire website will be 45% off, and you can use my ambassador discount code to save an additional 15%, which brings you to a total of 60% off the entire website. So this is honestly the best time for you to stock up. You can get Christmas gifts for someone, or if you want to treat yourself, if you are a beginner nail tech, or if you just want to practice your nails to create a YouTube channel, this is the perfect time to stock up on all of these amazing good quality goodies from Makartt. I will have my referral link down below, which takes you directly to the website. And I just love these ending clips with the light. I feel like you can see the design a lot better. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys thought about this set down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.